This is K2 News at 11 on your
We're
side.
not able to secure additional funding, really hitting that $21.38 million mark, surpassing the proposed $12 million that's currently on the table. We will see a significant decrease in services available to survivors in our state.
Advocates for survivors of domestic violence across Washington state calling on the state legislature to put more money towards crime victim services. They say the current funding proposal is nearly $10 million too short, and they're now warning Washingtonians of the risk. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on your Saturday. For K2 News at 11, I'm Barry Mangold. Washington lawmakers have to make tough decisions as the state faces a significant budget shortfall. Although advocates in Clark County say without more money, critical services are at risk for survivors of violence, including domestic abuse. K2's Jennifer Singh joins us live in studio after speaking with some of those advocates. Jen, what can you tell us?
Well, Barry, these victim services are mainly funded through the federal government, but those funds have been dwindling over the past 4 years. Now, because of that, the state of Washington has stepped in to keep those services running, but the money runs out at the end of June. Advocates say unless the state invests more in the 2027 fiscal year, critical services like a 24/7 hospital response will be at risk.
We must reach $21.38 million to sustain services for survivors, or we will see people hurt.
YWCA Clark County is one of several advocacy groups in Washington urging state lawmakers to fully fund crime victim and survivor services. Governor Bob Ferguson's proposed budget as of now allocates $12 million in the 2027 fiscal year, nearly $10 million short of what advocates say is needed.
People will not be able to receive shelter. People will not have services at the hospital. People will not have access to support groups. And that will have a major impact on how our entire community is able to respond to and support survivors.
Stacy Flores, a survivor of domestic violence, says YWCA helped save her life.
I was able to come here and to meet with an advocate and kind of get a roadmap moving forward. Being able to have that roadmap I was able to get back into school, get into a safe living situation with my son, and potentially remap my whole entire life.
She says her courage was her son, now 10 years old.
My son got to live a whole different life. I think a lot about if I would have stayed or if I couldn't have left, like my son potentially would have seen a lot more harm.
And now she's the executive assistant at YWCA, telling me the importance of this funding firsthand.
We need someone to answer that phone. Survivors need someone to believe in them. They need someone to speak up and help them. They need someone to help them through the court system because it's not easy. And they need potentially a partner that believes in them, and YWCA is that partner.
And there are efforts to stabilize funds for victim services, including Senate Bill 5362, which is currently in committee. That bill would establish a funding account that the legislature would be required to put money into each year. Specifically, it would ensure that the fund has $50 million annually through 2029, with funds increasing from there. Now, I have reached out to the officer of Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson for more information and for comment, and I've not heard back.
All right. We'll have to see how this develops. Jennifer, thank you very much.